Welcome to Star Wars -1, everybody.
Yes. Welcome to what are we calling this?
They fly
I
now.
like Star Wars. They fly
All
now.
right.
The
R.I.P.
worst,
Star
the
Wars.
worst show ever made, thought of, concocted, or ever brought to you on screen. Their set
They
design
fly
has
now.
no originality. Their acting
Oh,
has no originality. They are horrible at
there's been
their
acting.
dialogue is cheesy and lame and it has
How
no heart and
many
yes and unlike the House of Dragon where they pay great attention to
Hottie?
detail, the
Things make
Acolyte
sense.
guarantees you that they pay zero attention to detail. I think they reuse the same sets over and over again, but hey, that's just me. I
You
don't
know
know
what?
about you, Admiral King.
All I know about this show is that it punishes you for paying attention. So I try my best to screen out most of the show and just watch the weird images go by. I know the strange voices coming out of the talking cans I wear over my ears are somehow speaking in a language that I can comprehend. But for all I know about what happened in this show, we may as well have had the Danish subtitles on. Speaking of which, did you
This
know that
show
our
gets
lovely
more
star
bat
Amanda
whammy and cringier by each and every
oh,
single episode. I mean,
we are
this
at
feels like it
1.5.
should be a Star Wars show on the CW. What or CW?
It
I
looks
don't
like the
even know what the hell.
CW.
What do you call it these days?
It looks like the CW. The CW is still the CW. It's app-based programming, ladies and gentlemen. This is an internet
Wait,
show.
is CW? They imagined they have survived to stay around. That's impressive. Most impressive.
I haven't opened up the app on my phone in a really long time, but I think they exist. When Gotham Knight got canceled, I was like, "There's no reason for me to watch this because Batwoman won't return." But the Batwoman show, if that was 100%, like, picture the worst episode of Batwoman, but go with the Ruby Rose Batwoman, like the first, like forget about the ones where like they actually because in season 2, like some of the directors realized the show was doomed and they leaned into the stupidity of it and it was kind of like almost a little bit fun. So like Batwoman, like in its prime there with like Ruby Rose, like totally non-self-aware, thinking that the problem is the audience, just being like out of its mind. That's the Acolyte. The Acolyte is so out of its mind that I'm willing to bet that Leslie Headland believes the things they say about us, the audience. I just believe she says, "Hello, Jeff Wyatt. We were made to suffer. It's our lot in life."
Hello,
Yeah,
Jeff
it
Wyatt.
really is. It really is, Jeff Wyatt. But we are
We're
here to
made
continue
to
to
suffer.
suffer.
Well, yeah, we must well suffer. Might as well suffer together.
You know what? Idea for my Star Trek show from Tips
No
and
one really
Nuggets
has
is
to
written
suffer.
by Gene Roddenberry. We could do that. That's a great idea because he wrote for other people. He wrote a few westerns. He wrote Have Gun Will Travel a lot. He wrote Branded a lot. Yeah, I would do that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're just waiting for that the crack
The Crackle. This is a horrible show. Bill, what's
drop.
your comfort food? I actually spent and this is ridiculous. This is how bad it is. This is ridiculous in my opinion, but Ben and Jerry's ice cream is pretty good, but it costs like $8 a pint. But this show is so bad.
I'm more like
Ben and Jerry's.
Wimpy's friend from Popeye. You know, I'll gladly pay you $1 for a cheeseburger today. Then you know.
I did eat bad all day, but I will say this: crazy, kooky, idiot hippies Ben and Jerry probably hate this show too, and they make good ice cream, but they are idiot hippies. Last week we saw the lights in the whip.
I didn't miss this shit. Well, Teague and Bill, you owe me time back for typing before I
Josh,
leave.
good to see you. It's great to see you. Hey, Daniel. Hi, I'm well. The last episode you saw was episode 3. I unfortunately I've seen 4, 5, and 6. Last week we cut a bug in half with a lightsaber whip, and Pickle Rick Lady is like out there doing.
Oh no! Last they tried to turn was it May or Osha into a Raylo? Raylo? What would you call it? Smilo Renlo? Smilo Ren and where her name is Osha, right? Osha and Smilo Ren.
Smasha.
Oren?
I don't know. They both
Cimarron. Maybe they're trying to go balls deep. I don't know. Because she was sure checking out his package. And have you heard what the audio commentary is? I mean, it's so fucking funny.
I know I haven't what they have to say about it. I mean, this whole show was made for women and gay people, so why wouldn't they have a scene where a guy shows off his S&M scars while he's like naked and she's looking right at his dick? And now we've done that in Star Wars. And then, like, not to be outdone, they ruin the lightsaber like a couple of seconds later where fucking Pickle Rick Lady fucking cuts a bug in half again.
Says, I will gladly pay you next Tuesday to mind wipe the show today. I don't think you have to do that because the show already does that for you.
It self-cancels itself. You forget it as it's happening. It's so fucking stupid.
How you doing, Daniel? Good to see you, my friend.
Oh, I will say this: nothing in this show has annoyed me as much as Pickle Rick Lady, except the rat creature. I fucking hate that rat creature.
Yeah, I'll bite you. I'll bite you on your damn legs. I'll bite you. It'll stiff you out.
We still have no idea of the rat creature's level of intelligence. Is it like an Unganot? Is it like a Jawa? Is it like a fucking droid? How smart is this thing? It knows to wear clothes. Why does it wear clothes? The fucking thing's a goddamn idiot. The Jedi can sense using the Force from across the galaxy, but they can't track a Force user from 100 yards.
I, for one, cannot remember. You know, I've been watching this horrible train wreck of a show week, but I can't remember a single thing from it because that's what it does to you. It kills brain cells. It's like,
well, I know exactly how to get.
Something happened, and I don't know what because it happened. But
you know what, my friend Outlaw, you know what I'll do? If you want, you can share the screen that I'm going to present, and I will get a synopsis for us in the best way I can. Here we are. I'm going to ask it to keep it tweet length. Explain the plot of the Acolyte so far. See, it's loaded with this information, and mine is all trained up. See, if you tell it to keep it to the length of a tweet, it'll give you a statement. Here we go. The Acolyte is big, folks. It's about dark side energy, Jedi secrets, and the whole galaxy in turmoil. We've got mystery, we've got drama, and we've got a whole lot of intrigue.
Shouldn't a mystery involve a mystery? Shouldn't mystery be like you should want to have a mystery? I don't think there's no mystery here because they let pretty much know what was going on from the very beginning at the very start.
Okay, hold on. We can do this. We can fix this. Here we go. The Acolyte. What a snooze fest. It's supposed to be all about dark side energy and Jedi secrets, but it's a total flop. The mystery they're hyping up, it's just a big fat nothing burger. Save your time, folks, because it's a dud. Hashtag Sith sadness. There you go. That's my Chat GPT explanation. Because I can't be bothered to remember what happened. I mean, that's a Chat GPT, which is loaded with the plot of the show, cannot say anything about it.
Yeah. Mark Harkness says, well, now, wow, not almost a final one yet. What's a mystery? I don't know. What is a mystery?
It's a mystery how Dick Van Dyke is still around. He's how old?
Isn't it funny how
God bless him. Don't watch the Acolyte, Dick.
Every male Jedi is either he's got Jedi diabetes, or he's such a puny little scrawny bug. You know,
like the theory that's going around by people that the very heavy Jedi is just doing it in a cynical bid to have the highest midichlorian count.
They're all Fendem Psalms. It's like, shut up, boy, do my bidding, you know.
No, but like,
we are women, the Force is ours.
Because Disney doesn't understand the Force at all. Like, I believe Master Diabetes could show up and like start crushing people because he's so heavy. It's like, you know, people are like, he's like the power of many Snickers because he has his midichlorian count that's so high.
Jedi diabetes in action. I would have liked to see Jedi diabetes.
Master Diabetes. So Jeff Wyatt's got
he'll go in roly-poly mode where he's like one of them battle droids that roll around.
Monster destroyers. I don't sense anything at all. Murder Sith Road, says Jeff Wyatt. You know what? If we could bring back Jessica from Murder She Wrote, Jessica Fletcher wrote better stories than this. At least in her murder mysteries, you had to wait till the end of the book. I think, right?
All right. What is Josh? What are you putting as these guys, villain support, make better videos than the garbage light? Just take their video producers versus stormtroopers. Okay,
we can't show it, unfortunately.
No, I know I can't. I know I can't show it. That's why he's like, people can go view it on their own. That's why Josh put it there. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh, for that.
It's hard to understand what's going on when your teeth hurt because you're eating so much ice cream because you don't want to watch this fucking show. We thank everyone who's taken the time out to join us. You're part of our channel's families. Outlaw Bill and I have a great time doing these together. We have a great time doing Hot D, but like we don't speak as much during Hot D. Although the last couple of episodes of Hot D, we had a lot to say, but we watched it twice. That was some fucking shit. We have the only watch party channel that's like, fuck it, let's do it again because it was so good. And then like we have been watching the after show
the dance of the dragons, the golden, the red. That was fucking killer.
That was amazing. And we've seen stuff on Hot D that you'll never see on this fucking Acolyte show. We have seen some of the stupidest things. I mean, just going back to episode 3, I said it before, I'll say it again. If you're a certain age and when you were in high school, if you smoked pot, you might have listened to the music of Dio. One of the people whose intellectual ceiling was that they owned a Dio t-shirt and heard some of his music is Leslie Headland. It's like everything that Dio was when he was alone, not with Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath's bass player wrote their lyrics, and that's why there's consistency through all the music with Dio and Ozzy, right? It's the same themes. It's not Dio's lyrics most of the time in Black Sabbath. But when he's Dio, he's not quite as good as the Sabbath guys. So it's just like the occult, tarot cards, a gypsy, a crystal ball, and he mixes it all, and a dragon with a magic sword, and just all those things get mentioned, and like it's in there, and we don't know what it means, but it's like, if we're evil on a vine with a lasting line, it's like, what does that really mean? But like, Dio was a great singer and a great presenter, and he would hire a great band, so there'd be like some great music, and it's like, we're a ship without a storm. The cold inside the warm means absolutely nothing. But you know what? His voice is so good. But this is like someone took Dio and put it on a bunch of index cards. And it's like after attendance in study hall, your study hall teacher reads it to you. And you have to write an essay about how everything about that poem could be better. It's like perhaps an allusion to Macbeth with the witches would have worked. Maybe three witches would have been this. But this was like, this is like a Dio song, and not like a good one like Holy Diver that makes sense. We're talking like Last in Line, We Rock, one of those Dio songs that's like that showed that he wasn't Ozzy in his solo career, and he never was. And this is not if George Lucas is Ozzy, this is like Tony Martin level fucking Star Wars here. And I don't want to hear any of the people who defended Tony Martin. That was just an excuse to go out there and do the old stuff live. Tony Iommi wanted the name changed, so do I, right? The music is good, but come on. Did I catch the Leslie Headland interview? EFAP covered it Saturday. She just proved she doesn't have a clue. Here's the thing. I talked to Bill about EFAPing stuff, and he's afraid that Disney might punish us both and try to strike us because EFAP has a lot more power. I tried to explain to him that if you do it as an upload, the rules are different, but he's still pretty worried about it. I think
I think we could do it as an upload, but
is it upload? Yeah. Would you be willing to watch the Leslie Headland interview? Because when we watch the Hot D interviews, what happens is every week there's two writers. One is the showrunner, and one helps write that episode. And then last week there was only the showrunner, so he wrote that shit himself. He didn't farm anything out. And like sometimes the co-writers don't know as much about the shit as this head writer. Their showrunner knows his fucking shit. He's read those books backwards and forwards. He knows every single thing about the Song of Ice and Fire and this book that was derived from it, that the ACOLYTE, that the House of the Dragon comes from.
Well,
and,
season 2 is coming from the book of Fire and Blood. So
thank you. There are a side group of novels that are not part of Song of Ice and Fire or that are accompanying them, is what I read. But who knows? He just may have 3 looping trilogies and he didn't finish the third one, right? There's something like this. Aren't there 8 books and he needs to get to 9 or something? It's something weird like that. But I don't know. All I know is like, could that show blow up in a hot minute like the other one did? Game of Thrones. Yeah, we saw that. But right now it's still really good TV. Last week we saw some dumb shit. Was last week when she cut her dreadlocks off with her fucking lightsaber? We don't really kill a lot of people.
That was a week before.
So
you're making me remember crappy shit.
In 3 straight weeks, 4 weeks, we've used our lightsabers in 4 weeks. The first time it was as a flashlight. Then we actually did use them as weapons, but all the good guys die.
Cinched her whole face off. How did she not do that?
And she managed to replicate her sister's haircut perfectly, right down to the dyed tips.
Pretty stupid. Pretty
guys, it was like a Michael Jackson move. She like flipped her head forward and zipped off these dreadlocks. And I want to thank Jay Longbone, if you know who that is. She's on Toxic Femininity on Midnight's Edge, or at least she was. She's on EFAP sometimes. Jay Longbone is just Jay, like the letter J, Longbone. She was like, explained it all. And she was just like, here's the deal. Amanda Stenberg is a half-white Danish European woman who, if she was a little blacker or a little smarter, would not have ever been hired by Disney. But she's just dumb enough and just white enough to believe this bullshit. And I saw the video, Sickio Discourse or whatever it is. The woman is an asshole. The woman is an asshole. She's an asshole. She's got an okay body, I guess. But I mean, As Jay Longbone put it, we even know like what her feminine grooming style is because her outfit is just so like ratty small. She's a fucking asshole. She's trying to sexualize her own self, and she's like anything she has is like she called her afro a tinfoil helmet against her stupidity. And the woman is an idiot. And let's see what we got. We got plenty of comments coming in. The Crapolite, the ignorance is wisdom, wrong is right, up is down, and there is no force, only power. I think that you're actually doing a better job than that because that is a good misinterpretation of the witches from Macbeth, which, I mean, they did no research on witches except like witches are in Dio songs, right? And Leslie Headland's like, I wore my Dio t-shirt last night. You cleaned it for me, right, honey? And her like wife or actor. Which one is the husband? I don't know. Are they wife and wife?
Yes, the episode is available. So should we get this crap show on the way?
We still average 90 to 2 hour show on their 30-minute show. I think we've set this up enough. At 20 minutes and 51 seconds is definitely enough to say that we still don't have any real reason to believe anything.
This episode's longer than most episodes. We're getting
God damn
43 minutes, so you might get 32 minutes out of that.
We were supposed to be friends. I'm fairly sure my theater's working now. This catch-up might as well be for House of the Dragon because it's almost not related to the show. Like, if this was a good catch-up, we would have shown that book set all the stone in this concrete building on fucking fire.
Wait, you like the show? Radioactive likes the show.
No. Radioactive likes our show.
You must have some really good drugs. So, if you are watching this show, please turn off your brain now because this is where the stupidity and ignorance of
this world,
everybody involved who made this show comes to life.
In this show, you cut off your hair with a lightsaber and it dyes your hair red at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's the fastest I ever made a pint of cherry.
Wait, they have metal detectors. Why do they have metal detectors? They got metal detectors and iPads.
Like a thread through the sewing machine goes the 6 days of our lives.
And what the hell is that big box? It's a big mystery box. Oh, is that what that is?
Can you put up the banner we talked about and from the last show, the scrolling one?
Yeah.
You know what? I would make a stationary one of hashtag don't thread on me or add that. And don't thread on me to our hashtag because I mean, come on, what the fuck? We heard the Force recontextualized as the Force, but they call it something else. But if you call it the Force, you're wrong. And here we go. We've got some people de-age. Trinity's here, but did they de-age her?
Jedi boy. Or Padawan.
No, but Trinity
is it Padawan? I don't know.
It's the earlier, younger version of Saul. And he's with Trinity. So this is 20 years ago. This character is dead. Yeah, well, this is a long time ago. There's the guy who kills himself, who deletes himself.
We jumped We jump back to the past again because look,
there's Master Torvin. And like, did they de-age Trinity, or do they assume that she's just that gorgeous? They're just staying away from her. They're just the camera's staying really far away. They didn't do anything. What are they going to do? Say her race reaches 50 and just stays there? Not de-aged in the least.
I don't know.
They are so ridiculous in this show. In Andor and in Kenobi, Mon Mothma is the same age. The shows take place 25 years apart.
Looking for a virgin.
The characters are. No, a virgins. Remember from Phantom Menace, a virgins in the Force. Create life. It's not a tale George Lucas would tell you. Could you make these captions a little larger or get rid of them? One or the other, because they're too small to read.
I can't get rid of them. I don't know.
Can you make them an appropriate size?
That's as tiny as they are.
Thank you, Disney.
That's as tiny as they are. Yeah. Wait.
Look at that! They did not do anything. Everyone is de-aged. And by the way, they didn't age that guy ahead. They just like gave him a high hairline haircut. There you go. Is there a size? Yeah, off is better than this. Thank you. And guys, we really have missed nothing. We're not going to pause the show, or I guess we have paused the show, but oh no, we haven't. Good. Yeah. Now get us back to the show without having us pause it, and you'll be the greatest ever. Oh God, yeah, guys, how great is that? Outlaw Bill. We got rid of those useless subtitles, and we didn't have to pause the show even at all. And here, because we're about to roll into our first commercial break. This is the longest we've ever waited for a commercial break. And they are not de-aging her. They put gloves on her so we can't tell she has old lady hands. And they're just staying like kind of far away from her so we can't tell she has massive facelift. And I guess she's just not as human as she looks, huh? Outlaw Bill, her race just doesn't age.
I guess.
For 40 fucking years. Jesus fucking Christ.
So stupid.
Look what happened to, but look what happened to Saul. Look at this. They doubled Saul with a different actor. But Trinity is allowed to be played by the same woman because you're just as good looking at 50 as you are at 20 if you're a woman? What the hell? I mean, are there people who can pull it off? I mean, yeah, it happens, but this is just arrogant misandry. Like, what does Mr. Saul, does Master Saul drink every night? What the fuck? And Gavin's a young Master Saul. Yeah, they just doubled.
Wait, he's seeing them
both screen time. He's right. They doubled that Wookiee screen time with just it looking and growling. And the Jedi can't find the huge city the space lesbians live in. Doesn't the ship have scanners? They went to the city because it was the only structure on the planet. They don't talk about scanning it at all. This is as dumb as New Trek, where they jump to conclusions when they could just scan something with their tricorder and have a reason to know it, but they just magically figure it out.
Wait, he can make all like not be heard.
What's that?
He can make all that noise and not be heard by them. He's really stealthy, isn't he?
You know what? He's from a planet where they're able to be very loud but project a cone of silence around them. His race only appears human. What are you gonna do? It doesn't expressly say that the people in this universe aren't dumber than the ones in ours. I'm going with that. And here we go with our first commercial. Oh, let's watch the intro just for fun. Oh God, the intro this week was one musical note, and the fucking title. At the end of this show, we're gonna count fucking producers. Last week was 19.
Wow, I am less impressed.
At least they said. Why did they give you the option of skipping the title sequence when it was just one note of music, one measure long with the title?
I don't know.
You need that 13, that 1.3 seconds back in your life, guys. This This was the title song.
It's the logic of Disney Plus, people.
Right? Was that about right? Outlaw. This is the title music.
Well, they don't have any logic, do they?
No, this would be. These people are horrible.
There is no logic. There is no logic to this madness.
What's logical is that there's a lot more commercials than you'd expect for a half-hour TV show.
Because unlike it, the power of two, it's the power of many.
We have to record the Power of Many rap song or something.
Calvin Benson could have Jedi I find, yeah. Scissor Sisters, yep.
The Scissor Sisters are a band. They do a really good cover of Pink Floyd's In the Flesh Part 1.
Growing is an art. You hear that? What are you growing?
That's just what the government wants you to think.
Would like to know what you're growing there, buddy.
They say growing's an art, but I say that's just what the government wants you to believe.
I think the show's back.
Oh no, the commercials are over. Why do they have that door within a door inside that thing that looks like a radiator grill that looks like a board from fucking Call of Duty?
I don't know.
Tell me this doesn't look like something from Call of Duty. It's not even. It feels like I'm playing a fucking Fetch Quest video game.
This is that giant volcano. It's a giant V.
Fucking Master Saul's doing every fucking side quest in this goddamn video game of a show. Fucking idiot. Ah, it's so dumb.
This is so stupid. They just keep on going.
Burns.
She's like an abusive mother too. Abusive lesbo mother. I created them, but I carried them. Get out of here. Oh, they're doing some witchy stuff. It's
the show is so goddamn racist too, by the way. This show is so istophobic. These writers, when we look at the two mothers, the Caucasian mother is a fucking cunt and an asshole, and the black mother is presented as a little more reasonable and correct. Now, in reality, both these ladies are cunts, but one is presented as an evil cunt.
Yes, if you can watch on two devices, please watch on two devices. And
I forgot to say that. Yeah, if you could watch on two devices, it would really help us preserve our view. And if you could like the stream, that would also help us out a lot too, because the likes are like a form of cryptocurrency.
Hail, Darth Fake Me. What's going on, man?
Plate me. Good to see you.
I like that. Join the Knights of Melvin.
If it's Melvin Deeply, I'm in. I love him. He's a pal. Guys, join my channel. I need one more to get the 1750. But I keep watching Star Wars, so people keep quitting the channel.
We gotta watch one more next week.
Then give us rally back.
They should have.
They couldn't just drop this whole mess at once.
Yeah.
It's only 2 hours worth of content, but it feels like such garbage, and it's so difficult. And thank you, everybody who's joined us. So, pleasure and our honor to be your Star Wars entertainers tonight. And you know, with this show being the garbage that it is, you're honestly better off with our commentary. Now we're going to find out the missing information about the lesbian witches. What did I tell you? Now, Torben, I think, probably did something because he's got a lot of guilt and he deletes himself. It had a fucking building with a power source. How do you not? See, Master Torben's going to do something here. What difference does it make who his parents are? He doesn't talk to them anymore. We just had a long like
exposition to get here. Oh my god!
Yeah, and not to mention that we've spent a lot of time demonizing the Jedi for taking people away from their parents, but the first thing they do is like, your parents and your life sucked, and now you're a Jedi. It's like, sounds like a case to join up today. Oh, Master Torben's too much of a Jedi. They're fucking giving him some Sith bullshit. That's what this is. That's what it is. And guys, like I said, anyone who could watch on 2 devices, you know, preserve our view. That's really would help me out. And wow, a couple people jump out of the theater every time I say it. I appreciate it. Yeah, just watch the show on one device. Put us in your phone. Throw it in the corner. Oh, look, they're trying to do like they did in Last Jedi, where everything Rey does happens 3 times. Remember, she snaps her fingers. Mr. House Party 6, hello. Space lesbian vagina. See, look, something's going on with this guy that makes them all want to drink poison later for fun. If he was like somebody in the real world, keep him away from like a bottle of Clorox because he would guzzle it down like the idiot he is. His eyes washed over black. We've seen people's eyes change color before from the Force, but these kooky half Wakandan asshole witches are just like
Wakandan
in their with their leftover Wheel of Time outfits. At least the black, you know what I mean? In House of Dragon and Hot D, the representation doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense because they're claiming incest when one spouse is white and one is black. But at least Dreadlock Biden and Rhaenys were enjoyable and could act. None of these people can fucking act. None of these people seem like they have any feelings for each other. The story sucks. This missing information has driven the entire show, guys. And they're unspooling it as slow as fuck. How much you want to bet he drops like a can of Zyklon B into the freaking chamber full of lesbians?
I don't know. We still didn't.
Because they were all dead without a mark on them.
Witches died yet.
Yeah. I think.
Not that it matters. Not that I care. I don't care. I really don't care.
I think it's Master Torben's
fault. For any of these characters.
No, but think about it. I know I don't care, but like, let's pretend it's a real TV show for a minute. Master Torben spent years levitating in the air, not talking to anybody, so he's like guilt-ridden, and he's got a scar that he doesn't have yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to do something like cut their power, and he's gonna do it wrong and kill them all and like scar himself. Is my guess. What do you think of that? Because he's just like very happy to drink that poison. He's like, yeah. Give me. I've read the script of this show. I just want my character out of it, please. And the thing that the EFAP guys pointed out that's hilarious, and thank you everyone who's joined us and who's watching on 2 devices and who's liked the stream. I love you. Thank you. But here is Master Torben. See, They already said some fucked up shit about how there's no they shouldn't call it the Force, and there's no like light or dark side. You can't use it wrong. So I guess if you want to like firebomb a village with the Force, that's just fine. It's like being like, it's like whatever religion that is where you cut a hole in the sheet to have sex. It's like extrapolate that to you cut a hole in the sheet and you put you grab a gun and you put your arm through the sheet and you go and you rob a liquor store and kill the clerk and then you take the sheet off your arm and you're like, well, I'm okay. I did it through the hole in the sheet. I mean, no, bad. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. And you guys are always so nice to me. I see the spike up in views. It makes a difference in being able to bring you guys these watch parties. And you know what? Tweeting out off the browser that we're live also wakes up the algorithm. So if you don't have two devices, you're still cool. Don't worry. We love you just for being here. You could give us a like and tweet out that you're here instead. Just, get on Team Outlaw and Admiral.
And God bless each and every one of you watching in the theater, this crap show, this crapolite, this thing that mirrors what Star Wars.
I used to have a Star Wars like that to keep my point.
It's like bad fan fiction. It's like it's 99 shades of what Star Wars used to be.
It's a pale of 99 shades, but of the palest and most colorless imitation with the most boring, horrible characters, the most heartless and idiotic story. And here we have fucking Obi-Wan Trinity explaining the meaning of the Force. Women, whatever. I don't get this show's attitude towards women and men. And what are they on the event horizon? Why is their ceiling splattered with red?
I don't know.
Behind her, why is the ceiling splattered with red? Did somebody kill?
They got this weird turquoise blue going on with the red. That's just weird.
We've never seen horrible colors like this in Star Wars. The Jedi all look like they're part of like some sort of radical order of like weird baddie priests.
They said it. They said it. They're monks. They're monks. They turned the Jedi into monks.
Priests. They're warrior monks. They kind of already were, but they're not supposed to. They just take all the mystery out of it. Last week, they're like, what happened when we destroyed? And they're like, the lightsaber. They're like, we'll kill a moth with one.
Oh, another white.
This show is, And like the weird rules of Disney's like seventh wave radical feministic politics that Trinity's nose was not done well in her last facelift, or that she never got her nose done because she's got a witch nose when they go profile. I don't fucking know.
They're building up to disappointment. Yeah, this show is disappointing, isn't it?
If you're disappointed at this point, you haven't been paying attention. You should be very well grounded in the idea the show is going to be terrible. I'm not disgruntled. People say like, disgruntled, like toxic Disney fans. No, I mean, if a mosquito bites me, will it die? Yeah, I mean, I'm toxic, but disgruntled? No, I'm a very well gruntled person. I just, for the sake of this show, it is the most confusing and idiotic flood of garbage. And I know they breadcrumbed the clues in here in some inept, half-assed way in editing later. And so someone will be like, if you were paying attention, you would have noticed, you know what? This show doesn't want to be paid attention to. Like, tell me you don't want to tweet right now, Bill. I want to tweet about how
holding back the compulsion to do so.
Quite honestly, this show's I want to thank this show for our success. And here comes one of the commercials that always puts a dent in our engagement because it's more interesting than the show. People want to see if there's a deal on a vacation to Six Flags or any place but Disney. Ain't nobody going to Disney. Mr. House 46 says 4 years to perfect their art, and it's short. Yes. So Padawan dresses masters now too. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Yeah. Bad fan fiction, says Mark Harkness. I've read the Great Vader Redemption fix. Oh, those were good. Yeah, naturally gets canceled after Revenge of the Sith came out. Nicely written. Were those the one where Vader was still in the suit, but it was white, right? And we love you guys for supporting us, and especially during the commercials, the people who only have one device come out and pop their heads out. And you know what, Prairie Dog, and it's great too. We love you all. Any help you could give us, it's a view. It's a view. And at the end of the day, all of you helping us out helps us make a bigger imprint, because when people would prefer to watch Disney and Star Wars like this, what does it say? I remember when Star Wars was an event. If we were to have sat in the theater and talked like this during a Star Wars movie, there would have been like, a New York man and a resident of Arizona were murdered today, justifiably, by an angry crowd outside of a movie theater in Pasadena, Texas. Pasadena, California. Whatever. No charges were filed against the patrons. I mean, now people welcome anything from that. I mean, this has become dreadful Star Wars homework, because they'll find a way to weave it in with their other stupid fucking story. Oh, here we go. We're back on the planet now. And because we're in the woods and we have only a few pieces of technology, it looks a little bit like Star Wars. It's the only way they can pull it off. It's so weird and bad. And it's cool, guys. I understand the engagement waves now. It's making sense to me. I get it. Between switching devices or when the commercials are over, you got to do what you got to do. It's totally all right. That's all right. What's really, what the best part about this episode is that we're almost halfway through it, and it's the second to last one. How much Acolyte could there be left?
Too much for my taste there, Teague. Too much for my taste. That's for damn sure.
Well, we've rewound to a point before the story happens, as well as stopped off at a point during the story. This is all missing information.
I think this show is giving me
real mystery.
As making me develop brain tumor. Yeah.
You know what? The good thing is, since you live in Arizona, you can go outside and your friend can look at your head between you and the sun, and they'll be able to see if there's anything in there growing that looks unnatural, because they'll be able to see right through your skull. That's how bright the sun is in Arizona, I'm told. I don't know.
The head doctor are going to drill my hole and said, "Hey, that's a hole where the Star Wars used to be."
It just me? Does this kid look like Elijah Wood wearing an Anakin wig, right?
I don't know. He likes
who Master Torben reminds me of.
He likes his perm.
These are better speeder bikes. Is that supposed to mean they're improving? Oh, here we go. We're back to this stupid ass fight. See, look, when one of them misbehaves, they hand them off to the white mother to be slapped around and disciplined. You know what I like about the white mother, though? She's horny.
She is horny.
Yeah, now we need a rim shot. This is one of the stupidest shows I've ever watched, ladies and gentlemen. Humbling in the way it makes me feel like an absolute jerk off.
Just want to get it. They want to get beat one. Go beat the other and cuddle the other one.
Have you developed disdain for yourself while watching this the way I have? How did I ever think Star Wars was good? I'm a chump. I should never have bothered reading Splinter the Mind's Eye. That's where it all started going wrong. Why are they not eating those snake sausages like Luke in the Empire? Yeah, Luke had like some like cheese sticks or something. They missed mozzarella sticks. They missed something there. They're you know what they did when they miss a chance at a member berry? They really are not trying, because that's what a very important thing for them is the member berries. Are there any Star Wars comics being published time now? High Republic was tanked, right? Those books and comics didn't work out. But I don't know if this is during the High Republic period, but I think the High Republic books took place. Were they like the comics and books that failed were even further back, right? The High Republic period's like 1,000 years or some shit like that, right? Former Jedi Bill. How long does the High Republic last? It starts to fall at the emergence of Palpatine.
You have to See, the mouse wanted you to buy the books to read those books to know all that stuff, and I don't read
is the
books
Republic
to
already
know
is the
Star
point
Wars.
of a
I never
Phantom Menace?
had to.
Let me ask you this: in your opinion, from the Phantom Menace, the Republic's already a fucking disaster, right? It can't do shit right. They can't. The idea is the Republic isn't functioning. So like by the time Valorum's chancellor, it's already deeply dysfunctional. They talk about how the courts don't work. So they're a society without justice. I don't know what to tell you on that one. But there were some comics. I don't know if they even finished off their stories. Good mom, bad mom, routine, very toxic. It's more like how about this one? You ready? Good mom, bad mom, black mom, white mom. Like that's like it's breaking down along too many. It's too racial. The component here. Everything about this show is so like as she picks up a book, I was gonna say, judging books by their cover. We have a book because there's a book in Last Jedi, I guess. No one understands what's going on. Are we gonna burn down the building made of stone again? Oh, hey, look, she's got a crack pipe.
This is all when one redo.
Why do they have like a hot crack pipe for a light source? I mean, what the fuck is that thing she pulled off the wall?
Know.
Unknown technology. We haven't seen this shit in 45 years in Star Wars.
I know nothing,
it's
Teak. I know nothing.
Fucking horseshit. Well, I mean, if we knew everything about Star Wars, we'd still know nothing. I could know the whole EU and what would it end up to, but so tell me about tell me about this great military strategist, Admiral Thrawn. It's like, oh no, he's a self-satisfied idiot who gloats a lot and can't find a guy who's 700 yards away from where his ship's been hovering. So it doesn't matter what you know. Like, what do you know? What did we learn in second grade? Fire doesn't burn stone. No, not in this world. In this world, fire burns stone. What would happen if we played rock, paper, scissors here? Where in a world where fucking paper crushes rock. I mean, what are the rules of this world? Headlamp, best written, best.
Look, the brick is burning.
They don't even function as a team. Nope.
The brick is
the High Republic is about 500 BBY.
The brick is on
to roughly this time point. Okay, so this is the end of the High Republic. My speculation then is that the High Republic books that came out were like way back at the other end of that because they don't know what they're doing here. But you know what? One thing they could do that would be all right in the prequels to Star Wars, they explained that things were better technologically and looked better because the war was long and taxing. But like we really do have a technological plateau issue to think about and deal with here, don't we? Why does technology just not advance? We've just had everything that works exactly the way we're familiar with always. To be raised by an institution. You know what? Instead of your goddamn lesbian cult, what are you but an institution? That's like saying giving your kids to Child Protective Services is like, why do that when you have a chance to have them raised by Branch Davidians, Bill? A bow and arrow, Bill. A bow and arrow. We are in a world that has fucking phasers and lightsabers and blasters. And we're going to move back 400,000 years to the goddamn bow. Oh,
here we go.
Yeah, what's the red thing on the arrows? I don't know what the red point is. Is that supposed to mean their lightsaber? Oh, jeez. They had the effect in there from Endgame. Half of everybody is getting Thanos. Wait. Now we just saw two different visions of what happened and they last jet on us within the same scene. And why would you stab a cloud of floating graphite? I hate this fucking show. I'm glad she's dead. Shut up and die! Yeah, just shut the fuck up already. I don't care. I'll watch Disparu tomorrow and get the information. I hate this show.
So, who is this? I don't even know if that's OSHA or May. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Moshe. It's May. It's May because she's with Evil Mother. She's crawling back into her womb or something. Okay, so now we're going to find out why Master Torvin has so many problems. Squid Game's guy double is in half of this show. I mean, it's not the age Squid Game guy. It's just someone else.
What the hell? Did he forget how to fight? Did he forget how to be a Jedi?
He doesn't want to fight a woman. Like right now, the Jedi are the heroes. They won't beat up women, and they're taking a beating while being attacked without counterattacking. Whoa. I mean, how many times could she attack him before he gets justified? He has had justification to kill her for like a minute and a half.
Okay, so here you have the explosion.
Okay, Master Torvin had nothing to do with this and has nothing to feel bad about. He's shown enormous restraint, not killing anyone to this point. And guys, anyone who could watch on two devices, you'd be helping us out. And if you'd like the stream, that would be great too. And if you'd share that we're live, just tweet it right out the browser. This is all such bad stuff. I don't know what's going on.
This is so
People
stupid.
are turning into dust and chasing each other around. But if you stab the dust, the person dies. You gain absolutely no advantage by turning into dust. My mind is fortified. So's my breakfast. She dies in her house, so we know this character's fine.
What the heck?
We're going to have an action scene, so we cut away to watch people fucking pray. It's like a white lady wine mom fucking yoga session. This is some of the stupidest shit I've seen in my entire life.
The Jedi's minds were... Oh, come on. Fuck you, show.
Wait, fuck you. What the hell is going on? This Jedi turned on the Wookiee turned on the other two Jedi.
The witches are invaded their brain and their stupid allegory bullshit.
Oh, because they call it the Force? And so
it's a trend.
All right, so wait, here's why Master Torvin has the scar, maybe? Will he get the scar here? He did get his face messed up a little. Squid Game, you idiot. You have a lightsaber. Use it.
They're saying that the Jedi are weak-minded. Bullshit.
This is some of the dumbest stuff I've ever seen.
This is so stupid.
The weak-minded Jedi has the green lightsaber, which is supposed to be an indication that you're a stronger Force user than you are a fighter.
There's no way a Wookiee would be weak-minded anyway. Come on.
I can believe a Wookiee would be more connected to the Force than they were a good fighter. I mean, I don't get it. Why are all these people doing this stupid shit? This is so dumb. Oh, God. Imagine, if you would, a Dio song being performed by a prison drama class. That is exactly what we have here. Plotting, yes. Plotting Wookiee, yeah. There's the money shot, says Gavin.
There we go. They died because...
Wait, they forced themselves to death like Luke and TLJ?
They died because they used them too much.
They forced too hard? They forced them. They died from forcing.
That's stupid.
Like all 30 of them at once just died. Oh, we don't believe this. This is, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, get to the chopper now. Well, this just makes me think it was all the witches' fault. Yeah, it was. Everything that happens is the witches.
One more episode.
Look, Leslie Headland watched Captain America, the First Avenger, and replicated the scene. Look.
What the hell?
Look, it's Captain America.
What have you done?
By the way, the Jedi, I want to point out, are the heroes of this. The witches forced themselves to death after taking over the Jedi's mind and forcing them to try to kill each other. It's all these stupid cunts' fault.
It's so stupid. And you say you wanted to make the Jedi the evil ones. You're
From my point of view, Leslie Headland's story is evil.
She's contradicting herself. Isn't she so
this
stupid?
Has nothing to do with what she said. The Jedi are heroes. They've been nothing but nice to these people. They asked them to test their children for the Force. They're not looking like they're going to take people against their will. They've been painted that way. These crazy bitches have been nothing but aggressive as we hit the commercial here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey, if you can watch on 2 devices, you'd be helping me out. If you can tweet out that we're live, that would help us out. And if you can hit, the like button, that would also be appreciated. It helps. Watch parties, by definition, don't have a lot of people viewing the shows. So if you can watch on a second device to preserve our view, it helps us out. And now we have something called Sudoku. Is this for like some sort of sex medicine? Why is the commercial about going on a date?
Putin's cat.
Hey, Putin's cat. Good to see you there. We've seen you over at Culture Casinos, and you're hanging out in all the best places. By the way, Satuku is a better Jedi name than we've heard in this show. This is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I thank everyone who's been in my audience tonight. Hey, PDB, it's like not even watching, and I can tell like if fireworks were bad smells.
Yeah, right.
Let me put it this way: like that crazy chick from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs tirade about like weird. That was so much less cringe and more watchable than what we're doing here. This is some horrible garbage.
Hello, Carla Burton. No.
Carla, these people are horrible. Oh, we're back to the show. Sorry, folks. The commercials are over. We're back to the show. All right, so the Jedi, who've been nothing but lovely and heroic, have saved the few people they can from these idiots who tried to destroy and self-delete each other. And Master Torvin just looks like shit. They don't have a back-to-tank? Is that the technological thing that we don't have yet? Is the back-to-tank to heal this guy? Well, He lost an eye. His face is chopped up, and she's like, fuck you. You're an asshole. You fucked me over. Wow, they lost someone. People were hurt, and she's dressing them down. Wow, she just grabbed him and shoved him, and she's going to beat him up, and he's like ready to take it. This is fucked up.
So stupid.
If a man grabbed a woman like that after yelling at her like that, he'd be in jail. And in my city, she would go to jail if this guy wanted her locked up for that. She just committed domestic assault. Or simple battery, whichever one you want to call it. And this guy's like lost his eye and she can't even be nice to him. She's a fucking asshole. This is our hero. I'm glad she's dead. They're actually playing some music here. And it has a little bit of a John Williams feel, but it's too thin and it's not scored with a deep enough symphony or orchestra. It's like a chamber music quartet, maybe with recording technology. It's not thick enough. There's not enough instrumentation. You hear that, Bill? You hear the oboe?
I don't know what I hear.
There's a little bit of music for a change.
I smell a sewer is what I smell.
So Jedi Mastery is on display. Well done, Headlamp, says Mr. House Party 6. Gavin Blackburn says, Why does Forbin feel guilty? He didn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know what Torbin's problem is. I think it's Torbin. I don't know. Forbin's a good enough guess. I know who you mean. In Space Fantasy series, I can excuse people getting medieval on each other. Oh, thank God. Ideally, Star Wars. What the fuck? A lyrical theme song has some Conan type barbarity, and every so often, but the content
it's over.
Makes it real stupid here. It is real stupid.
It's over. What the heck?
Why is there so much time left on the time bar?
I don't know.
Wait, is this what's with this weird song? Let this play. I want to know what the hell's going on. Why are we listening to a fucking? What is this style? It leans towards highly modern with a touch of hip hop, but I guess this
maybe it's discourse.
This is Motown soul, the Motown-y soul now, but with no orchestration. It's just like, is this Amanda Stenberg singing? I mean, I wanted to see the song credit on this piece of junk. This is really. I feel the shame when you call me that name.
What the heck?
What the?
This show was 38 minutes long with 10 minutes of credits.
What? It's like a porno movie that way. Lauren Brady, Leah Brady. What? Who's? How many people did like? What is everybody who ever dated Tom Brady on the Carrie-Ann Moss? Wait, let's count the producers. Ready? Here we go. Production design's the last real job. We'll see.
I think
Editor's a real job. Let's see. We might see wardrobe next. Music. One person.
They already mentioned the producers. I don't know.
Let's see. I think it's here. Director. They want to hide the producers. That's what they want to hide. That's why it's so long. Here we go.
I think this is the first one that
Look
has
how
music.
slow they're unfurling the credits. Have you ever seen a costume designer's name on screen that long? Here come the producers.
No.
Makeup and hair guy's name on screen for so long. They do not want to cop to the amount of producers they have. And wow, this is just leave this on. This is telling us something. I want to count the producers. Here we go. Wow. Look how small. One.
Wow. Why is it so small?
Why? They went microscopic. Wait.
So tiny?
What the hell is going on? They're trying to hide everything about this. It's a fucking scam. Freeze this and show it on you on you gotta freeze this. Freeze this and show it on Cosme, then take it off of Cosme. I'll remind you, I'll watch our StreamYard. So put this on StreamYards. Take down Putin's Cat's chat. Hi, Putin's Cat. We're glad you're here. We gotta show you guys something that happened during the end of the Acolyte. Like, and we may have missed the producers. It was like 16 last week. It's always ridiculous. And like as we're watching the credits, the fucking aspect ratio shifted as though it was theatrical. So yeah, I mean, show people how it was. There you go. Go back to 3946. Well, I guess a little bit before that. You know what? Use the 10-second looping before you go to Cosme, and this way you'll know when it changes, and you'll know that you'll only have to loop ahead 10 seconds on the Disney Plus. You know, do you guys believe how? I can't believe how dumb it was. You know what, bro? My advice is use their yeah. Okay, so look at go back a little more so we can see who the producers are. See if we can catch that. Yeah, okay. George Lucas's was the last producer name. So, all right. We're just gonna let this play for a minute again, and then we'll put it up on the Cosme on the StreamYard. We'll show it to you, then we'll take it down because we don't want to get dinged for credits here. But we'll show you what they did. This is just so weird. This is it's like a Dio song as far as how fucking strange and weird.
Monetary stupid.
Well, I mean, and why so many producers? Like, how? Like, what's the deal? It's like I'm running for Democratic representative for Santa Barbara, and all of a sudden your phone rings, and it's like, this is
$2.4 million an episode. They spent $2.4 million. Where did they spend
$750,000 per minute? Think about this. It's like your phone rings and it's like, Teague, yes.
I mean,
Teague,
look
this
at
is James.
That prop with the screen that is back there. It's got like the Star Trek.
I mean, James Earl Jones is like laughing. I wonder how many shows have more producers than minutes of runtime per episode. Well, Star Trek came close. Star Trek started bloating the runtime with real long segments of meaninglessness to kind of justify how expensive it was because they were getting gig for how much it cost.
Okay, here we go. Directed by
director's a real job. Writers, 3 writers on this garbage. Now pause it when we get to the first. Created by Leslie Headland. Okay, wait. Okay, based by Star Wars by George. Let's keep. Okay, so keep going. Where are the producers? Why are they? One producer. Okay, all right. Here we go. Leslie Headland. Now, okay. Pause this for a second. I'm sorry. Pause this for a second, and be so. If you would be so kind, my friend, and I'm sorry, you're the producer tonight. Show our audience at home the size of the font, and this is just going on for most of the credits until like we get to the part that we always criticize. So, you know what? With all apologies to the people who say that a lot of shows have a lot of producers, which is true, there's something very sus about the producers on Star Wars, the MCU, and New Trek. It seems to me that they really don't want us to know who they are. There might be a lot of fake names in Alan J. Smithies, and I think some of these people are like, if you're running for like Democratic fucking supervisor for like Santa Barbara Township in California, and you like once grabbed the chick's boob at a party while you were fucking wasted, you've got to buy like a fucking piece of this show and subsidize it as like a campaign expense, or you're just not going to be certified as woke by the local Disney phobes. I don't get it. So okay, did you show everybody the size of the font? Did you screen share that for like one quick moment? All right. So we have demonstrated to you that it's very large right now and very visual. So we're going to go ahead. And the music is so minimal and so bad. It's because there's only one. This guy's no George. This guy's no John. Okay. So that's 3. Kathleen Kennedy, Simon Emanuel.
Okay. See, yeah, it jumps.
You're not. Are you on the StreamYards? Make sure you're not on StreamYards anymore. Get off of there. Get off of there. Get rid of it. Okay. That was only like 1 second. So when it jumps, pause it, and we'll take it back, and we'll take it to the point where it jumps, and we'll play that 1 second if you're that daring. But I mean, we don't have to. We can just show what happens.
Here's to couple more producers.
This is now we're up to 5, not including George. 7. Wow, they've 3 at a time now. 9.
There's 3. 10. Yeah, there's 3 producers right there.
They're trying to get this by you. There's 10 now. So now we're getting into abnormal. 12.
Co-producer.
Now an abnormal amount, guys. I would like Deleted Scenes to get it back to us on that one because he does watch a lot of movies. And he says,
there's another producer.
Is that 11? Or no, this is 13 now. Take that back. I lost count. We got to count this the right way. There are a lot of producers. This is bullshit. Take it back to Leslie Headland so we can get this right. They try to get it by you.
Wait. Let's.
The 10-second thing will do it for you. Great.
Oh, there's another one. There's another producer.
Was that 15 or 16?
I don't know.
17.
Oh
18?
my God! There's so many. There's so many.
It's like a Star Trek show. Yeah, no, deleted. My friend, get back to us. Pause it here. Do me a favor, please. Take it back to Leslie Headland. Let's count for sure. We'll let it run forward and we'll count together. We'll make sure we have it right. We'll use the why not use the 10-second at a time thing? That's what I usually use to jockey it. That's actually slightly useful in this one, but there's the director's name. Yeah, so there's George's name. That's cool. I found that usually with Disney Plus, they're a couple of seconds behind where you think they are. But that's good jockeying. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So George is not really a producer on this, but here we go. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Those don't contribute; they just take money. 4, 5.
4, 5.
6, 7.
6, 7.
It's at 10. It gets confusing.
8,
9,
10, 11.
11, 12.
13.
There's 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 13.
14. No,
this
13.
is 14 now. Rob
14.
Brito is 14. I got
15, 16.
Yeah, okay. 16
no.
producers.
16
All right,
producers.
no, that's not normal. That's where the money's going. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's bullshit. People are stealing money. I'm going to say it is my opinion as a non-qualified criminal investigator of just a person who can watch things that this show is not $750,000 a minute. It's not that good. This song is fucking horrible modern music that has nothing to do with anything. What is this on Leslie Headland's yoga tape? Because it's not on her workout tape because she doesn't work out.
Why did they throw this in? Because I don't think the previous episodes had songs at the end like this.
They just kind of tried to get you to watch the next thing by shrinking down and throwing Kenobi at you or something, right? Why is it important to them to like play this song? Lauren Brady, wow. Leah Brady, wow. You're great performers. Carrie Ann Moss, wow. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Congratulations. James Friend, good friendly job.
Okay,
Kevin Jenkins.
At this point, all the font is really big and large.
And yeah, then there's all of a sudden going to be in here. Freeze it here. Show people. Well, here comes our proof of life again. I'll remind you to take it down. I'm watching both. Okay, so Bill's going to share this with you now. This is the size of our font here. Now get rid of it. And in a second, it's just, and it happens in the middle of nowhere, but we're not going to show you the actual transition. You're going to, it's like the Matrix. Those of you watching right now will be able to see it for yourselves. But when it happens, that shit just happens. Yeah, don't fuck with it.
Wait. Oh, shit. I
Why did you do that? Never, ever make me watch any of this show a second time, you evil monster.
I'm sorry.
Now we have to watch the commercial. Can I please? You're a war criminal. Goddamn piece of shit. Fuck you. You call me your friend that fucking suffered through this goddamn show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Force is fucking sadist. What? Oh, we have to watch the commercials. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
I accidentally clicked back where I didn't mean to.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of dumb shit going on here, and we've got the Billy Madison Award. Both Bill and I are dumber for having watched this. You are very fortunate if you had it through the filter of us. Hopefully, we took most of the damage for you, like the Star Wars shock troops we are. What can I tell you? I would call this a stupid idea, but I've seen stupid ideas that work better. For instance, the Floby is a better way to cut your hair than a lightsaber, but it's also a stupid idea. You know what I mean, Bill? You know, the Floby is a really, really stupid idea, but the Floby actually works. This show doesn't work at all. And what happened to the rat creature? And we have totally lost track of where we are in the present time. We flash back for an entire episode to get all the missing information. And then episode 8 will just be all the stuff that happened to now. So these people wrote a chain of events, and the only way that they could make a story out of it was to pull chunks of the story out and not tell us about it, and then just do an episode where they reveal it. And I guess we're supposed to be surprised that things, I mean, everything happened for very stupid reasons, but we're supposed to be surprised that there was a cause and effect. Like, I guess until now, we thought things just happened by magic. PDB, it's like Memento, but bad. More like unmemento. It's like, you'll watch it again. No, that's not true. That's impossible. You ready, Outlaw Bill? In time, you will come to call this Star Wars.
It just went to look. Okay.
Oh, it's a tiny font. Check this out, guys. This is so weird. Like, what the hell happened? They don't even have the money to master their own video correctly.
To tiny font. So a font that's so small you can't even. And it's a producer's name, associate producer Dominic Fish.
This is a lot like one of my. So there's more producers. They're hiring more producers. Or are they doing the credit? Or is this an editing mistake where we repeat the producers? Or do they do the credits in every language? No, this is still English. Okay, yeah.
Look.
The guy had a memorable name. Carlos. I remember the guy had Fishy was his name.
Yeah.
Something fishy. So, and there's something fishy going on
here.
Right. And that was, they drag out these guys. The most interesting thing about this show is the credits because they're so suspect. There is thievery going on.
Okay.
It's on screen. Bill, stop. Bill, it's on screen. Kill it.
Oh, I didn't know I didn't even know it was still showing. I didn't know I was still showing.
We might be all right. We didn't use much of it, but we were hearing the music. Oh, a strike.
No, how could we hear the music? Because I turned that off.
Cool.
If you were hearing the music, we were hearing it on you were hearing it in the Cosme.
We might be in the clear. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. It won't really matter. Are we on the air, guys?
Yeah, we're on the air.
Okay. We're good.
I know we're on the air.
All right. PDB, what's your estimate of how many seconds it played for? Like 10, 15? The thing was, it is extra tiny and extra small. So I don't know if the YouTube algorithm can even see it. But yeah, Dominic Fish is the first associate producer, is the first associate producer in the other head on the larger credits. And like I said, I advise you to use the rack back 10 seconds. Yeah, everybody's jumping into the theater to see this because the credits are the story of this fucking show. I don't blame anybody. The credits are the story of this show. Once we showed that, man, like engagement, people jumped in that theater, and now some people are like being really kind and sharing on 2 devices. But like the one thing that I mean, do we pull a do we bother to pull?
So right when it jumps to the small tiny font, you associate producer Dominic Fish.
Okay, so let's take it back and see if that's the same associate producer.
And then it says
special effects executive producer
TJ Falls.
What? That sounds like a real job, though.
TJ Falls.
Like okay, whatever. That could be a real person. People have stage names.
Okay.
In Hollywood, you might have to register your name at this level too.
But look at tiny this font.
Special. Yeah. These are the people who did the real work. These are the people who did the real work. They're humiliated. They don't want their names in the special. This is a protest. We have uncovered a message. What message?
Second,
help us, Star Wars fans.
What are the second unit director? Christopher Clark Crown.
The second unit director is the person who had to film all the extra stuff that Leslie Headland forgot to film, or the action scenes, or the stuff that involved like.
Why is this credit so tiny?
Tiny.
Why is it so tiny?
When everyone else's was normal size.
Huge.
Did we show everybody how small they are now? Everyone's gotten a look at this, right? This is okay. Yeah, okay. Now get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was on there and I took it off. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Oh, I just watched the segment. We have a slight delay on when I'm watching my comment stream to catch that in real time. But yeah, they are crazy, right? No music, thank God. 22 seconds. That doesn't sound too bad. There is a very low aspect. Why
it happened again? It happened again because
is it you or is it them? I'm starting to think it's them.
No, because the pause is right over. You know,
the 10-second. Use the 10-second ahead and back wheel. Don't use the pause.
Well,
don't
I can't
pause.
Do that.
Go back. And Pedro Pascal is in the commercial for Corona. At least they made him wear an adult clothing. It's still not good. Pedro Pascal is at least dressed like an adult male for a change. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro Pascal leaves the house dressed as a male adult.
The problem is when the concept pausing, it's right over where the back button. It's like it just jumps back.
Yeah, I get you. Mark Harkness is quoting Star Trek. What about Chekhov? The agony booth is mandatory for such an offense. But the acolyte, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Chekhov screams. Oh, that's great. So that now we know what they'd show in the agonizer booth in Star Trek. Yes, a Star Trek canonical question answered. This was the
Hail JT Kirk.
Hey, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, you can join me and JT Kirk this Saturday for Saving Star Trek. We'll be on at 9 p.m. and I'll be making sure to use my voice very gently because we're going to watch Broken Bow episode 1 and 2 and have some fun because Star Trek fans are used to gathering on Saturday nights. And JT Kirk is an absolutely excellent guy. We had a great time with him during and doing Star Trek Discovery. And also we have a great panel. We have people like PDB. Outlaw Bill might even be there. We've got all sorts of stuff coming up for you. And of course, kooky crazy Admiral Teague with the hot takes. And we did find out a thing or two today. Disney does not want you to know about what's going on. And one of the things that's going on is the special effects people and the people who do the grunt work of the Acolyte. Oh, here we go. These are the credits in other languages. So yeah, that's when the font color changes when it repeats in other languages. So there's the moment of transition. It's like the associate producer, and I guess like this person didn't pay enough money to keep their name out of the fucking. This person paid so much money they got their name out of the lead credits because visual effects producer seems like a real thing. Second unit director is a real job. You have to have like an accreditation to do that. There's a guild, then a guest starring all the guest stars. So yeah, okay, now it really is just porno movie credits, and it was really, really low effort. And then wow, what is this? Fight coordinator? I would want my name small too. Assistant fight coordinator, fight arranger. Is there an intimacy coordinator? Look for intimacy coordinator. Oh, it shrank again. It is so weird. The aspect ratio. They did such a bad job mastering their own videotape. It is a fucking disastrous mess.
I don't know what the hell they did. Why?
It's really it's undulating. The size of the credits is undulating. It's changing in real time. While it's up, it's not static. Really unstable visuals here. This is one of the most incredibly shaky and wonky credit sequences I saw. It's like they stole all the money they could and they just threw like the last $8,000 at one of their kids that did it on Vegas. I mean, this looks like some of the editing mistakes I make in my experiments.
Look at the amount of people they're crediting in very very small.
I did hire
font.
an intimacy coordinator for the show this Saturday.
Look at all the small font.
All these people
got their name reduced to where you
don't
get
want
out
us
the
to know what
magnifying glass. Get out the magnifying glass.
How much do you want to bet that one of these people was the garbage wrangler who separated styrofoam garbage from food garbage at the fucking spread where they ate? I got the magnifying glass.
There's so many names there.
Wait, hold on.
You can't even see. I've got reading glasses on and I can't even read it.
I'm reading them right now with a magnifying glass. Supervising art director is James Lewis. Assistant art director. There's a few of those. There's a bunch of assistant art directors. There's 3 or 4 different kinds of like technically accredited art directors. Senior, developing. These credits are so tiny and so weird. I mean, there's a reason why they just try to get you to like the song is horrible for a reason. They do not want you to know this. This is I mean, I am not doing this to my eyes anymore. My contact lenses hurt. But there is some chicanery going on here. Who are all these people? What the fuck did they do? Why are these credits so saucy and so different from the other credits? And Admiral Teague with Star Wars CSI, we have a crime here. The crime was against us as consumers. To the buyer, beware. But does the buyer need to carry a loaded pricing gun and say that this is not worth my attention? Give me something back. They ran out of cash after the Kalnaka fight. You know what? That's not the craziest thing to say. What you're saying is not the craziest thing to say about the Kalnaka fight, because they actually had to do a few things, and it wasn't a very good fight. I don't know what it means when I say I've seen worse, but it wasn't very good. I mean, it's the same.
These poor people. They worked on this show, and they got.
I don't know how affiliated they really are. I mean, pause this for a moment. Let me grab the magnifying glass.
I've got reading glasses on, and I could barely read what they're saying.
Okay, these appear to be real production jobs, like key grip, gaffer, and coordinator. These people move cameras around and do actual real work. So I don't know what it says that their names are so small. If this is a diss by Disney, if Disney ran out of money, like people are saying in the chat, and like I'm saying, it looks like they did, because this is shoddiness. That is shoddiness. To not have a smooth, consistent credit sequence. If I edited this for my show, I would throw it out and get through the show without it.
What is
it's too inconsistent.
I still don't. Do you don't even know what they're building up to? Because next week's the final episode of hopefully the entire series. I hope.
I got nothing.
Because I don't know what the hell.
They're going to throw more missing information at us. They could do that. We know that there was just a lot of missing information. Who do you feel more sad for, working the folks working on STD or the folks working on the Acolyte? Here's the thing. Acolyte probably has people like I don't feel bad for the people on the intellectual writing level or the actors who get paid at all. I don't feel bad for them. I feel embarrassed for some of them, and I like some cast members more than others, but I feel worse for these people because Star Trek has been reduced to gig jobbing. It's just a gig job. Like, they don't have the best of anything. It's like they show up, they tell people they're going to film. Whoever they can get, they can get. You got like 36 hours lead time on a Star Trek shoot because it's all seat of the pants. They have no money. They have no budget. Star Wars, we found out with Book of Boba Fett, they were only a week or two ahead of themselves in the filming, and they were able to stop a lot of it and change their story, which to me, honestly, seems really, really negligent and really, really incompetent. I don't know if I would allow a major tentpole thing like establishing my new streaming service to be only 1 week out. Is allowed for rapid quality control? What's the case to be made for that shit?
Maybe all these people decided, we know the show's that bad. You could make our names really, really, really small. We're just happy you gave us a paycheck because this shit is shit.
And like, how did they get that paycheck? Shaking down dirty politicians? Like, they literally called up some guy who wanted to be town supervisor for like Santa Monica, California, or like receiver of taxes.
Look at all the names.
Like Kenosha, Wisconsin. And the guy was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's like, "My name is James. I'm from the Disney Corporation." "All right, sir. How can I help you?" I'm sorry. That's she, her. What? Listen, you want to be town supervisor? You did something a few years ago that was on videotape. Be unfortunate if that surfaced. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, we have the videotape of when you got drunk on New Year's Eve and grabbed your friend's wife's tits. Remember? You thought it was funny. You almost got divorced over it. Yeah, but I mean, everyone talked that out. No one. What do you mean you have videotape? Listen, if you give us some money, that could all go away. You just need to be a producer of the Acolyte.
Oh, it looks like there's
got to pay to help us make this woke show.
There's a post-credit scene. It looks like there's a post-credit scene coming up.
Is that why they weren't able to keep the aspect ratio right? Because it's filmed by
There's
someone
a
else.
fucking post-credit scene.
All right, here's the thing. That's why the credits are wonky, because the post-credit scene was filmed recently, and they're pretending like it's from a while ago. Let's look to see if people are fat or any kind of giveaways.
Or or they're looking into it next week, I guess.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, imagine if it's like House of the Dragon. We get.
Oh, I thought I saw a post-credit scene.
Well, click back to the credits and we can just sit through there's no more music, thank Christ, and we can just watch them in German again. But we can see the producers in German, and they'll have the same names, I suppose. But will the aspect ratio change again in German? JT Kirk, you speak some German. Can you read some of this? Let's see. PDB says they tried to. Let me go back. Let's see. The disappointment of many. Yeah, you know what? Disney might be a more regular job. Disney has like their own production company. Like New Trek, I think they just show up in town. They have as much money as they have, and it's just like, we don't have enough money for a lighting director. It's like, hire a background production person and put them in charge of lights. And they're like, this is dangerous. Those lights could fall. It's like, I'm a writer. I don't give a fuck. I ain't going out there. And it's just like, how are we going to get people to pay for this show? It's like, call every politician who ever grabbed anyone's boobs and tell them we have a get off Me Too Island free card. It's called being a producer on our woke piece of shit show. And it's like, really? It's like, yeah, you can't hate women if you like this show. Yeah, you're right. You can't. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, well, sell protection. I'm alleging right here that, in my opinion, this seems to be a lot more like a mafia operation than any kind of honest show or entertainment endeavor. This is no kind of like enterprise that we can augur the meaning of. It is stupid. It is heartless. It is dumb. And like, I don't see the money on screen for a show that costs $750,000 a minute. Do the math. What does it cost a second? I don't know. I mean, like, well, something like 3.5 grand. I mean, this is insanity. This is insanity. They're spending more money per second than a lot of families live on in a week. And look what we're getting here. All right. Well, I think it's time that we thank everybody for being here and say that we love you all. Join me. I'll be back later in the week. I guess the movie I owe you, I could give it to you during the week. There'll be a new poll. We have made the decision with my show. My next thing is going to be the big thing we're going to do is Saturday night. We're going to go with Enterprise. It's Broken Bow, part 1 and 2. But you don't have to watch the show. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch party it, and we're going to discuss it. So everybody gets to give as many thoughts as you want, as many comments as you want to write. If you want to give multi-comment thought reviews and number them, that's fine. If you want to just throw it out there and deal it out like a deck of cards, that's fine. I always like to go single thought by single thought because that's the way the comments are kind of designed. But you know what? Do what you will. We're there for you. Star Trek fans, if you'll have me, I'll share some Star Trek with you on Saturday nights. I can still do that. And we can have our discussions again, and we can hang out, and and we're gonna look forward, ever forward. Our journey to the stars has just begun. There'll be more watch parties.
Brush up on your Klingon needs.
That's right. We need on our watch parties. I've paid extra money to have the Vulcan and Klingon removed from the screen so that people who learned it themselves are rewarded. I learned 3 Star Trek languages and they just translate them up on the screen. Do you know how hard it was to learn Romulan? No. You know what? One day we'll talk about it. But you know what, everybody? My mind to your mind. Whoa, this was some hot, stupid garbage, but it's what we're used to, ain't it?
Oh boy.
This was as stupid as anything I've seen from New Trek.
There's one final episode, and I don't even know what's going to go
the high
down.
point of this is that there's only maybe, God, could you imagine if the last episode's double length?
Well, I don't understand why they don't just drop the last 4 episodes. Like, why are they making you wait?
I think because they're really bad. Because they're really bad. Because they're really bad and they couldn't resolve their story, so they cliffhang it
each week.
Well, I think what happens is they were unable to resolve their story so badly that they're going to try to cliffhang it and make it look like they know what they're doing and count on getting canceled. I think this is a fucking Ponzi scheme. Does it matter if Leslie Headland ever works again after this? How do you not make $20 million when you preside over a $200 million production?
All of Cyrus, all aboard of the Garbage Express. It's more garbage and masquerading than any established thing. Yes.
Oh my God, yeah. You know what? It is like the off the rails on the crazy train. So Outlaw Bill, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the part of Leslie Headland. Now I'm a man, so I've fucked a lot of women too. So I've got that Leslie and I got that in common. I'm in a little bit better shape. She's got me in the boob department, I guess, but I don't look like a Lego, but whatever. And I also don't own a suit the color of cherry 7-Up. But ready, you are a freak, and you think that you can be receiver of taxes for like Clarence Darrow County, Arizona, okay? And you're running as a Democrat. You ready? You're walking around. You just dropped off your kid at school, and you're driving to like a rally where you're going to talk about Orange Man bad. Ring, 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 ring. That's your phone. You're going to get it? Ring, 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 ring. You're supposed to say hello. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Outlaw Bill.
Yeah.
Listen, my name is Steven. I'm with the Walt Disney Corporation, and well, we heard about.
Your show sucks, and I hate your whole corporation. So goodbye. Please come again. Please don't come again.
If you want to get off Me Too Island and win this election, it's like, seriously, who did they call? It's like director of photography. Remember 15 years ago when you got in trouble on that production where that person got killed? We could fix that. Like, you know how you're affiliated with the show Rust, the movie Rust, and everyone's afraid to hire you? If you work on if you're an associate producer on the Acolyte, you'll have your woke credentials back, and no one will ever question your right to work again.
Yeah, I don't know. She was just clamoring for the camera. Star Wars saved my life. That's such a crock of shit.
Saved her life from having to get a real job, which is her worst nightmare. Yeah. When you look into the mirror of Galadriel and the nightmare is you with a pricing gun at fucking Walmart, putting a discount thing on all the Star Wars stuff everyone else ruined. You're like, I could destroy someone just as good as Rian Johnson. It's because
who loves the OG stuff. Who makes garbage like this? Why? Why would you, if you love something, destroy it and make
it's a lie? Because she's a liar. Because in my opinion, she lied. Because in my opinion, it's a lie. You cannot love Star Wars and have made something that has no heart like this. If this was a fucking well-intentioned miss, we would have some affection for it. Andor is garbage. It's a well-intentioned miss, though. The events in Andor line up and make sense. They don't slap you around with the power of stupid. It's at least an even-handed narrative, and Andor willingly shoots first. Are they too stupid to clone Andor so he could go off and get killed because he's like 38 years old now, and Rogue One a long fucking time ago when he was like 26? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous now. He does not look like the guy who goes on to live the adventure of Rogue One. He's a fucking approaching, whatever, at a point where some people start throwing the middle age word at you. I mean, get the fuck out of here. And Disney now well documented. There's been.
Why don't you read this comment from our friend Carla Burton there?
Carla Burton's comment. Is she on your stream or mine? I don't see the comment.
I got to highlight.
I got to look on StreamYards. Is it from their parasitic PDB? Their parasitic profligate iconoclasts. That's the one I see. Do you have another one for me? Wow, yeah. Guys, nonsense. What's my favorite Star Wars? Answer: all of them, unironically. Headlamp. Oh yeah. I don't know what the hell she's thinking or doing or saying. I don't know what the hell's going on with Leslie Headland. She says she bullshitted her way into Star Wars and the job with this audacity and profligate, people who spend excessively or wastefully. Thank you. Profligate. I believe she was profligate. This like they're like, we can pull it off for $100,000. So like, get the fuck out of here and come back to me with an estimate of at least $725,000 per episode, or you're fired. I don't know what the hell they did. There was no money on screen, and I did not enjoy any of these performances. What made this week better? That there was no Pickle Rick? I don't remember Pickle Rick in it. Was Pickle Rick gone? Green Jedi lady?
It was
no Pickle Rick this week.
I mean, how stupid was them to make these witches turn into black dust, and they're Jedi. They're using their witch sense. They're using their witch power to
be discorporeal, and then they're still more vulnerable than they were before when they ran away.
I mean, come on, they're Jedi. They're not.
When they turn, when you're
their
a
minds
human,
aren't supposed to be invaded like that.
Let me just give you something here, Bill, and you tell me what you think. If I am a human with a human body, I can take my fist and punch you, or my legs and run away, especially if there are many of us. But if I turn into floating coffee grinds that can't do anything, and I can still be killed by a lightsaber that turns me back into a corporate human, why would I ever turn into coffee grinds rather than at least try to punch you in the face before you delete me? And why would I scare you so badly? Why would my defense tactic be to scare you into killing me? What kind of defense tactic is that?
I have no idea.
That's like someone's holding a gun on me. I'd better charge them and start screaming.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yes, Radioactive.
Fuck me.
Season 2 is Shakespeare.
He's not having a good fucking time mentally. Holy fuck. This is bullshit. You know what? No one else will hang with this shit.
She was an elemental from the Chronicles of Riddick.
People who will bother with this garbage, and we are big. You know what? The Chronicles of how I long for. You know what? I would. How about this crossover? Fast and the Furious versus Chronicles of Riddick. I would rather watch that than this. I would rather watch a documentary on how this show went so wrong. Yeah, right. Tasha too. Exactly, Tasha too. Drugs can make you feel good. Drugs can make you feel good. On my planet, Disney Plus was everywhere. People were looking for their next fix just to get away from the Disney Plus. The Disney Plus gangs were everywhere. They would grab people and make them watch The Acolyte. One of my friends was forced to watch Echo.
It's like, I think this wokeness is a disease. It just spreads like an airborne, because it's even invaded fucking The Boys, man. It's invaded The Boys.
The Boys weaves woke and then corrects back and then overcorrects woke. I still can't get a if we watched The Boys straight through, they're like seeming to be where they are coming from. Would seem to be all over the place. Sometimes they truly do satire and it's fun and it's good. And then sometimes they seem to be like, people call them out at like some Hollywood cocktail party. They're like, we better go back and do an episode that overcorrects. Like, we'll create a Nazi character and we'll put the critics on her. We'll have her be like someone who hates the critics, and then we'll like burn her up like an Iron Maiden album and never talk about her again. And jeez, like all the missing information in this is supposed to make her into Agatha fucking Christie. or Miss Maisel. I've seen better fucking mysteries in a fuck you. This is bullshit.
It's
What
not
kind of
always
mystery is this?
that woke is the disease. It's a production
times on these TV shows.
Oh, okay. Take years to make
and release. Yeah. By the time they do, they're cringe and outdated. That was the case with like Picard season 1, where they tried to make it a referendum on Brexit, but Brexit was over, largely settled, and we found out it wasn't as huge of a thing as we found out. And then some parts of Brexit got undone, like some of it wasn't practical. So it was like a social commentary on a nothing burger, and they blew it up into this big thing, and we're going to do 10 hours on Brexit. And it was like a 90-second conversation. It's like, oh yes, we tried that, didn't work out. And it's like, moving on. It's like we're gonna do like a real-time documentary of the prime minister time of Theresa May, including while she was asleep, because it only lasted like 11 days or whatever the fuck it was. Like a head of lettuce lasted longer. The creator has always been one of these iconoclasts. He is an atheist who grew up in Irish troubles, so he decided to make a superhero comic just to subvert superheroes as modern gods. Well, the idea of being a little subversive with superheroes, as long as you have your own pantheon, I don't mind that in The Boys. At least he created his own people. Are they like pale limitations? Do we know who he's mocking? Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like Leslie Headland has grabbed Star Wars and turned that into her The Boys social commentary. And that existed in another way beforehand. And like Outlaw Bill and I loved the old Star Wars. Ready? Here's for the invitation. Bill, here we go. I love Star Wars. I love George Lucas. Oh my God, have you heard about the Acolyte? I didn't think so. It's not a tale George Lucas would tell you. Holy shit, Lucasfilm is a garbage corporation.
It's not Lucasfilm. It's Disney. It's Disney. And it's sad. It's sad that Disney has a hold of Lucasfilm.
I agree with everything DDP is saying about The Boys, but I would say,
how do you feel if you're George Lucas? Because it's Disney that's gonna, because it's still Lucasfilm. It should be Disney or Iger.
It should be called Luke. I would like to see it changed to Lucasism film.
They're really dragging his name through the dirt.
Guys, please press F for George's dignity. If you want, C for his cock, because I don't think either one of them have much to be proud of these days. His cock getting him into trouble. His dignity, a thing of the past. I don't know what to do. That people are pressing. Everybody kind of believes it out. Oh my gosh, that's getting a little reaction right away. What can I say? I gotta be as good as my own post radio. Everybody's feeling this one, yeah. Cock don't work no more either, But yeah, press up for George's dignity. Oh my God, Miskatonic Madman. Yeah, it's a disaster for George Lucas. This is like just a mask, or it's just like,
I may have gone a bit too far in a few places. Stylistically, it's designed to be that way, and you can't undo it, but you can diminish the effect somewhat.
You know what? The Phantom Menace was like now. I mean, the Star Wars prequels, there's now so many stories that are so much worse. Like, there was a time when people were like, Attack of the Clones is a terrible movie. Dude, it is fucking Shakespeare compared to what we just saw. Fucking Shakespeare. A benevolent Superman is the subversion, but Homelander is just Orange Man bad as a character, like the villain in Wonder Woman 1984. See, the thing is, I can lean into it because I enjoy Homelander no matter how evil he is. It's just like, it's great. And the more of a jerk he is, the more I like it. In fact, he was a bigger dick in the comic books because the person who has to be filleted by Starshine or whatever the fuck her name is him, not Fish Boy or the Deep. I get where you're coming from with The Boys, though. Again, I'll say it. the redeeming thing there is it's his own pantheon. He didn't go and grab a hold of Star Trek and do this. What these people did is they're debasing something that like was part of everyone's childhood. And you know what? I didn't get through all of the Power of Myth, or all of A Hero of a Thousand Faces, or all the Tibetan Book of the Dead, but I could probably write a better spiritual Star Wars story than these fucking people could in about a half an hour. I mean, give me Keanu Reeves and Timothy Chalamet, Jedi and Padawan, put them on a planet, have them protect the locals from one Star Destroyer worth of Imperials. The end. One movie and out. I bet you people go see it. No talk of the thread. No Force witches. No nothing. Make the commander of the Imperial ship a powerful woman and let her win. Let the Jedi run to survive. I don't know. It's anything that sounds better than anything we saw so far. Like, imagine Keanu with Chalamet. I mean, like, both of them have the potential to fill seats. Like, there you go. You know, it's like, tell me, and like you could undo some damage so easily. Like, imagine like Timothy Chalamet just being like, you know, Master Keanu. Like, Keanu doesn't even need a Star Wars name. He has one already. Master Keanu, tell me about, you always speak of your master, but you've never told me what became of him. Master Luke was wise and brave. After he fought Kylo Ren on the not snow planet, he lived to be an old man and died with his sister Leia Organa at his side and his friend Han Solo. A lot of people talk bullshit about him. Now let's go get these guys. You know what I mean? Like, anything you could undo some damage. I mean, Mr. House Party 6 says she and they are as bad creatively and culturally as Stop Oil Ascalons throwing soup on old masters, vandals. This is much, much, much worse than some of the Star Wars stories we've seen before. It's bland to look at, but like say Book of Boba Fett, like they might have survived that one because it was such a botched miss and it didn't look like Star Wars. It looked like Trek. This, like, they got the aesthetic of their universe right, except for clothes. Everyone looks like they're wearing their clothes backwards, people keep saying.
Well, I gotta get going. I got something I gotta do.
Is it phase yourself with a low setting phaser a couple of times so you can forget the effects of this show? What happened to that terrible show? I've already forgotten.
I don't know.
We love you all. Thank you for joining us for an amazing watch party of a terrible show. Something that has come to be something that we do. And half the time we watch it, but this sort of like makes up for the fun we had with House of the Dragon. That was some great shit, man. The actress was interviewed. She doesn't think Rhaenys survived the attack. She says that's not something your character. But I still think King Aegon may come back. And you know what? He was an idiot, King Aegon. I'm no fan. No fan at all. Let's see. Radioactive says to PDB, there's only two force-wielding factions. There's still the Hutts, the Mandalorians, the Black Sun Crime Syndicate. Yeah. They should look at the fall of Mongol Empire, the Alexandrian Empire, for what really happens when an empire collapses. They'll do something so much more dumb, like have them go to a planet called Afghanistan 4 and think that that's like, you know, allegory. They absolutely will do that. They'll find a way to celebrate the Taliban or something worse. We love you guys, and I guess Outlaw Bill, I'll say to everybody, we love you all, and Outlaw Bill, you have something you like to tell people, a little advice?
Boycott Disney. Don't watch any more of their crap. But I have parting words, and they are be excellent to each other and party on. And we'll see you on the next one, which will be House of the Dragon on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good show. This has been Teague and Bill's Bogus Voyage. Teague and Bill's Excellent Adventures are on Sundays. We love you all.
Thank you all. Take care. God bless and good night.
Bye now.
Later.